Joining me now is Kristen Welker, NBC News Chief White House correspondent. Now, Kristen, Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan says this should have been an easily won race, but we saw what happened in 2020, and just last week, results from our exclusive 11 Alive Survey USA poll shows Senator Warnock with a substantial lead over Walker, 50% to 38%, with women's rights as a hot ticket issue. How much do you see this threatening the GOP's chances of winning back that seat?
Well, Georgia is critical to Republicans winning back the Senate. Their path gets very difficult if they can't win Georgia. And so that is why you are seeing top Republicans coalesce around Herschel Walker, despite the fact that he is facing this new controversy around the issue of abortion. And that is why they are actually saying they're going to go and campaign with him. The question, though, of course, is, what is the reaction going to be from voters, particularly those suburban voters, independent voters, women voters? How will they respond to this controversy? So far, we haven't been able to determine exactly how large the impact will be. But in a race like the one that you are talking about that is just close, and we're getting closer to Election Day, it could have a difference around the margins.
Sure thing. And President Biden declaring it's time to right the wrongs of what he called a failed approach to marijuana, tossing out federal convictions for simple possessions and urging other state governors to do the same. Now, this is just one of several major moves he's made just weeks out from the midterms. Do you see this impacting the election?
We'll have to see. It's certainly notable, the timing of this. This is something that President Biden campaigned on. But here he is now announcing this. The White House saying it will impact some 6,000 people who have been convicted of using marijuana federally. And so they believe that it is going to have a significant impact in that regard. Politically speaking, if you look at the polls, more than 60% of Americans say they support legalizing marijuana. So that's part of why I think the White House thinks this will be a boon to them, a boon to Democrats. But again, it's still too soon to tell. And it also potentially in some of these close races where Republicans are trying to make crime the key focus could open up the president, Democrats to allegations that they're not tough enough on the issue of crime. So we'll be watching that closely.
All right. Thanks, Kristen. Meet the Press airs at 10 right after 11 Alive Weekend Morning News.